have I missed that opening sequence. It brings back so many memories, ladies and gentlemen. The Bandicoot, the Universal, the Space, the Naughty Dog thing. Oh yeah. Created and developed by Naughty Dog. While he's just floating around out in space with a jetpack that he got randomly somehow. He's like, hey guys. What's going on, everybody? Your host, AMF1534 here. Welcome to my brand new Let's Play series, Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2. And I am so excited to play this. This is a game that you guys voted on for me to play over the last few days during my Double Prizes Edition voting extravaganza that I've been doing. And this is the one that won the whole thing. It won by a whopping 3 votes over the one that got second place. And it was crazy, man. So thank you to everybody that voted, and without further ado, let's jump into this, because I haven't played Crash 2 in a couple of years, and I'm super excited for it, so I can contain my excitement no longer. That guy. He would not live through that! Falling from that high up and crashing through the ground into a cave. There's no way. By the way, I have some information about that guy that is going to blow your brain right out of your skull. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm still trying to put my gray matter back into my freaking head right now because it was just one of those moments. Like, not actually the guy, but the guy that did the voiceovers for Mr. Cortex here. It's hilarious, actually. Oh, n.gin, I hate that guy. He's like a bummy little Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory with a rocket stuck in his face.
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation?
Unaware of the fact that I'm wearing dish cleaning gloves? And the fact that the back of my head looks kind of like a UFO?
Crash? Crash? Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery.
What the hell was she doing on that thing that fried the battery? And better yet, how is she browsing the internet all the way out here? We're in the forest, for God's sakes. And of course, I've got to be the one to do it. I'm the man of the house. I got to take care of it. I got to go run through the forest alone with my sentient tiki mask. Because, you know, there's nothing weird about that. I mean, at least he can actually help me out. That's always a cool thing. It's like getting the prize out of the bottom of a cereal box and realizing that it doesn't totally suck. It actually can help you somehow. All these little guys are like, how is that going to hurt me? Like, seriously, you just go walk up to that thing and just... I love it. There's so many charming things about this game. It's just great. I just love, like, the little bouncy animations that these boxes get. And then there's this thing, because, you know, there's absolutely nothing weird about this. Oh, yeah! Floating particles. You're right in the middle of the forest. There's nothing questionable there. Let's go walk into it and see what happens. Oh, and I'm gone! The basket's like, okay. Well, there's that. Off to purgatory! Or maybe not. He's like, what the fuck is this? Even the mask is like, oh god, I don't like where this is going.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down.
You're right, because I don't know how to read.
Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies...
You ever realize that he only has 8 teeth? Like, those chompers are massive, man. He can rip through a steak like no one's business. What if Crash was just like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, if he really didn't want to, like, this entire game wouldn't even happen, because, like, the entire premise of this game is based off of getting those crystals. And he was just like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, nothing would ever happen in here. That's something that's always bothered me about this game. Not bothered me, but it's something I've always thought about. Alright guys, well, welcome to the main hub of this game, where we'll be choosing our poison here, so to speak, as far as levels are concerned. And that's one thing I love about this game. You do not have to do them all in order. You can do them at your own leisure, and that's always a cool thing. So, my friends, thank you to everybody that voted during this process. I really had a blast with it. It was really fun. to see, you know, you guys voting on this stuff. And I was really hoping in my heart of hearts that this was going to be one of the games that you guys chose, because it's been years since I've played this, and it's always been one of my favorite franchises of games. Like, it's one of the kings of platforming, in my opinion at least. Well, we'll go run into a level now, so you guys aren't just seeing me standing out here, but I love it. Like, there's so many cool qualities about this. Like, I love the fact that, you know, Crash is such a lovable, he's such a lovable character. Like, he doesn't speak, but we just kind of get to, you know, live his life, you know, kind of, you get to kind of make your own personality for him, because, you know, because of the fact he doesn't say anything, like, you can't draw, like, his personality off of what he says. You just kind of get to, you know, you get to imagine a little bit of that, and it's fun, and he's such a cool little guy. Like, he always has, like, that kind of, that, what's going on here type of look. Either that, or he has, like, the crazy, I've been on, like a cocaine bender for like the last 48 hours and I'm completely losing my mind type of look. But it's fun. Like, I love the environments for this game. Like, they all just look great, and like like the sound effects are awesome, and like all of like the character models are great, and just, I don't know, the way that everything is presented, it's so simplistic. Like, that's the whole thing. You you have lives, boxes, and apples, or whatever the hell those things are. And I don't know. It's such an easy game to love, because it's easy to learn. I think that's one of the other big things about this, is that there's not this crazy learning curve. Like, you don't have to sit here and play it for hours to really be able to get the hang of what you're doing. You can play it for just a couple of minutes, and in that time you'll already, you know, you'll feel like you've already mastered the game, and I love that. There's not a whole bunch of, you know, different items and things that you have to try to deal with. Not knocking on Crash 3 or anything, because I love that game like a child. But that's one thing that I loved about this one, is that it was a little bit easier for, you know, for like your novice gamer to pick up and feel really comfortable with it without having to worry about learning how to use a bunch of different things. Look at this guy. He's like, look at this grass. It's so incredible! I've got to stick my head in it! Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do it. We gotta do this twice. Oh, God! Oh, man, we almost didn't make it. Almost didn't make that one. That's crazy that, I mean, he has to have a lot of neck strength to be able to bury his head into that. Like, that's pretty solid ground. Like, that's not moving anywhere with me jumping on it. So, you know, that guy, for having such a scrawny neck, has a lot of power in there. There's a lot of horses underneath that thing. It's great. Alright, yeah, I love these little bonus levels, too. They're really cool. I love the way that everything is presented in this game. It's fantastic. So, I gotta tell you this little tidbit of information that I've been withholding here, because you are going to laugh when you hear it. It's actually really interesting, and I would have never guessed in a million years. So, the guy that does the voice for Dr. Neo Cortex, that guy, the name of that guy, his name was Clancy Brown, or his name is Clancy Brown because he's not dead. I'm not doing a memorial for him right now. So, yeah, the guy that did the voice for him was Clancy Brown, and in case you're unaware of Clancy Brown's resume, it is insane. Like, that guy has been in some stuff, and most notably, a couple of these. So he was the role that he actually got, like, his big break in was the Highlander. He was Kurgan in the Highlander movie, which, I mean, if you're a fan of Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod, then you're all about that mess right there. So he was Kurgan in that movie, but most notably, I think, well, maybe in the minds of some, he was what the hell is his name? He was Officer Hadley in Shawshank Redemption. He was the guy that walked up to Andy Dufresne and he said, what the hell they said? I'm trying to remember exactly what the line was, but it was something to the extent of, "You're gonna look real funny sucking my dick with no teeth," is what he said. Something to that extent. I don't remember if it was word for word like that, but you get what I'm saying. He was that guy. He was the crazy, like, power, you know, the crazy officer on the power trip that was like the right-hand man of the warden. He was that guy. But I think the one that made me laugh the most is that, believe it or not, and this is the one that really got me more than the Officer Hadley thing, is Dr. Neo Cortex, the guy that is the main, you know, antagonist of this game, is Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. I'm not even freaking kidding. Like, if you go and listen to it, We're gonna get the chance here in a second. It totally is. Like, they are exactly the guy. It's really funny. Just listen to this. Super pumped that we got a gem already, by the way. I'm so bad at getting gems the first time around. I always forget to get all the damn boxes. And that one was even housing a secret one somewhere. Just listen.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
I know it's very subtle in there, but you can. There's like little tiny nuances in there that you're like, oh man, it totally is him. Better yet, like, why is Aku Aku? That's the name of our mask, by the way, in case you were wondering. Why is he not like, Crash? Why are you doing this, man? Like, you don't need to get any of these. Do you not realize he is the enemy here? Like, it's not in your best interest to be doing this right now. It's a really bad idea. Like, totally not a good idea. But whatever. So yeah, dude, like I can't take Cortex seriously anymore because now that I know that he's Mr. Krabs, like I can only see him in the oh yeah, I forgot about the invincibility here. They're like, who the hell is this guy? Oh, ow! That would be really terrifying, actually, to be one of those penguins and seeing a guy running at you with this face and he's glowing. Like, that's the type of thing that, like, that you hear in, like, horror stories. And then, they were sitting at the campfire, and the crazy bandicoot-looking creature with the crazy tiki mask came running at them, screaming strange things in a language that makes no sense at all. And the last thing they all heard was, Hunamaga! That was the last thing. But yeah, dude, all I can hear him saying nowadays, or at least in the last, like, 25 minutes when I learned about this, is Squidward! Or one of my favorite quotes of his from the show was, I did it! I did it! I took the boots! They're here! Under the floorboards! Please make it stop! It's he's like, it's the hideous boots! And then he runs into the back room and like throws him in a pot of boiling water and shoves him in his face. He's got like that crazy look in his eyes and he ends up like belching it out. A deed is done. But yeah, dude, that's so crazy. Like, I would have never thought of that. He's actually done a lot of other voiceovers in games too. Like, he did some voiceovers in like World of Warcraft. He did some voiceovers in Saints Row. He was, let's see, he also did voiceovers in let's see, what the hell else was it? There's another really well-known one. He was also in, I can't remember. Just go look him up on IMDb, man. Like, there's some other movies that I'm sure you guys will have some reactions to, like, oh my god, he was in that too. Because he's been doing movies and like in TV shows and things for a long time, so it's quite astounding, really. So there's your mind-blowing bit of info for the day. I love that these things, these crystals are just chilling out here. Like, you would think, for something so important, why would they just be floating around out here? Like, no big deal at all. Like, you would think if, with the vast importance that these things carry, that, they would be the type of item that you could only obtain if you got all the boxes in a level. Like, if they would have, like, the difficulty to obtain that the gems have in this game. Where the hell did those guys come from? Minions of Satan, rise forth from the ashes, so that we may take care of the strange bandicoot man with the pants and shoes. Really? I missed 2. Well, which ones did I miss? I can't think of 2 boxes that I missed. Oh, well, whatever. I'm going to go back through this game anyways, so that we can get it. I will, believe it or not, I'm going to try to do a 100% run here. I've never done it before in this game. I've actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever beaten this game, period. I don't think I have. Holy smokes. Have I really never beaten this game before? Oh my god.
So, you were helping Cortex gather crystals.
I am. Not really down with that idea, but I'm doing it. He's like scratching his head like, who the fuck are you? Like, what the hell's going on with your crazy, cone head and the weird, screws coming out of your brain? Does that mean that he's screwy? Sorry. That was cheap and awful.
It's truly your concern. You must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all
you need to see a dentist, man. Not only are you missing some teeth, but you've got some really, really bad underbite issues.
Space station he's created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering.
What's up with all the evil-looking guys in these Crash games? They all look like they haven't slept in like 30 years. I need some serious cosmetic work done, bro. I don't know. I don't sleep much anymore. It's just, it's too much trouble these days. Wow, we're already 5% done. How about that? Yeah, pretty good first episode, I would say, for me and the man. I mean, I'm actually just thinking about this now at face value. Like, Crash just went through that entire little, he went through that entire snow level without wearing a jacket. Like, he's a bold soul. Just running out there with just his fur. Like, I get it, the fur can keep him warm, but dude, it's fucking snow. Like, just go out there and have like a big old, like, puffy jacket on. That's what I'd be doing. Alright guys, well we have run out of time for this particular episode, but when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2, we get to go check out one of my favorite levels in the whole game with Hang 8, and then we get to go to the pits, and then Crash Dash, because we'll have enough time for that, I would assume. So, my friends, man, I hope you guys stick around for this series. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm already really enjoying myself already. Kind of redundant with the alreadys there, but you know what I'm getting at. So it's going to be fun, guys. I hope you stick around, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.